Welcome, everybody, to another day of 12 days of streaming craziness that's going on. Tonight, Connor's going to be taking us into Wolfland. So bear with us as we move as a pack and cause some craziness. Even though there's some cats floating around on the stream, I got one over here that keeps trying to get in the way too, Ethan. I tell we both have a black cat, by the way. Did you know that? We both have the void, which I love to do Instagrams of my cat because it just looks like a black spot. It never works out well. But welcome, everyone. I'm going to hand it over to Connor, or else I'll just talk all night.
Cool. I have a list of points to go through, so I'm gonna read those. Hi, welcome to 12 Days of Actual Plays. We are raising money for the Trevor Project. It's a good cause. Does a lot of stuff for LGBT youth and stuff. Does anybody have anything else to say?
Connor, I'll throw
Go
in
ahead.
That when it really comes to something like this, it's amazing. I am playing the oldest wolf here, Grey Pelt, and I have a feeling I'm probably the oldest wolf in all of HSG. And seriously, when I was a kid, attitudes and the way people were treated were completely different than what I hear out of my children. And I say children, my son's 30, my daughter's in college. So, I mean, I've got some big kids. But their attitudes and their beliefs and their friends and the way everything is so much better nowadays. But that doesn't mean everything's perfect, and it's not yet perfect. So I think the Trevor Project really supports a lot of that, and I was extremely happy to hear about everything going on. And unlike a lot of boomers, even though maybe I'm a boomer, I believe in this generation. I believe in where we're going, and I believe in the beauty that I see in acceptance and what people are doing. So I think we're doing a great cause, and I think this is a great event we're doing. So click the donate button, like and subscribe. I don't know what else to say. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Rich is really one of a kind, y'all.
There you go. So yeah, donate, and if you do donate, or if you just stick around and chat, we are actually going to be going through 4 giveaways.
Sweet.
One of which you need to donate to get involved with. If you donate $20, you'll be entered into a super big grand prize giveaway, which one is the grand prize one? Is that the Super Giant Hades poster and the CD?
It might be. That sounds right. The physical stuff is typically the big ones.
I just got a yes. I was just sent yes. So yeah, it'll be that. Is it also the World of Darkness stuff or no? And the World of Darkness. Okay.
Heather's hitting us with these updates. She's on top of it.
I'm sorry, I didn't read this before.
It's all good, man.
A $10 donation is also going to give you a Legend Keeper beta access key. Ethan, do you want to talk about Legend Keeper?
Sure, I can talk about Legend Keeper all day. We do it even in just downtime in our normal streams. Legend Keeper is just great. Do you have a campaign you want to manage? Do you have a novel that you've been trying to get that world just right, but you just can't see it? Well, then Legend Keeper's probably for you, because you got like maps, like Google Maps kind of. You can put your own maps in there. You can put pins on maps. You can put maps in those maps and the maps in those maps. So you can have like continent, country, state, city, bar, and then boom, your tavern's right there in the map. Then it's got like a whole wiki built in, so then you can hyperlink and cross-reference all your... It's the bee's knees. I didn't expect to be saying that in the year 2020, but it's the bee's knees. It's real good. And then if you get it, you can invite a bunch of your friends to it for free. So it just grows exponentially. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, so $10.
That's all I can say about it.
$10 to the Trevor Project, and you get awesome world building tool. That's pretty freaking sweet. And $20 will get you entered to win the World of Darkness Anniversary Bundle. So Werewolf the Apocalypse, like the whole Werewolf the Apocalypse core set with like a whole bunch of shit that I didn't know existed. So pretty cool stuff. And also the Super Giant Hades poster and the Hades soundtrack, which is freaking awesome, and it's a great thing to world build to. And then we're gonna be starting a few giveaways in chat. Do we want to start one now? Do we want to start a giveaway now for one of the $25 Vampire the Masquerade stuff from Modifius? I'm getting a yes for that. I'm getting a sure for that. So yeah, do we need a keyword?
12 days.
Keyword 12 days. There we go.
Yes, 12 days. All together. No spaces, folks. No proper grammar. 1, 2 days.
All right.
With an S, not a Z, like Daisy.
But yeah, those are a lot of cool other games. But it's not the game that we're going to be playing tonight. The game we're going to be playing tonight is called Bite Marks. Thank you. Bite Marks by Becky Anderson. It is a Powered by the Apocalypse system where you are a bunch of werewolves and you're trying to figure out how to live in this werewolf pack and how to survive being a werewolf in the year of our Lord, wherever you want to set it. So yeah, we're gonna be having some fun times as a wonderful werewolf pack near the holidays. So yeah, I'm Connor. I use he him pronouns, and I'm going to be your MC for the night. Do we want to go around and introduce ourselves, our pronouns, and who we're going to be playing? Rich, do you want to start us off?
Oh, if I get an opportunity to talk, I'll go. So 100%. My name is Rich, he, him, and I am playing Ford, the Gray Pelt. Yes, I wanted to say Greyback, like Harry Potter or something, but I bet they'd get in trouble if they did that. J.K. Rowling would come after him. Probably going to get flagged for saying her name. But anyways, I am the old and wizened one. So, Gray Pelt, you see him in wolf form. He's all gray. He has that silver white streak down his back, real lean and sinewy. You see him in human form. He looks unbelievably just like me. So he's pale, he's got a gray beard, but he's cool. So if he takes his shirt off, he's like tattooed. He's got scars from all these battles with wolves and battles in human form because I'm at the bar and someone says something crazy and, I got to follow the wolf. So that's a little bit about me.
Right. Ethan.
Rich, I never saw the difference between the character you described and you. I know you tried to make that distinction with the tattoos and the scar. I don't know, man. But
you see me with my shirt off, so you don't know all the tattoos.
God, that's right. My knee-jerk reaction is to just start giving people inspiration, but that's a different game system.
Yeah, we can do that here. There's none of that here.
My
name's Ethan. There's Ethan. I'm playing Jax, the Fixer. Jax is, if you need something, somebody's got to deal with all these humans. I think that's what it says on the tin. Somebody's got to deal with all these humans, and that's Jax. He's like, all this wolf stuff's great, but also I would like to play World of Warcraft on the weekends, and these guys aren't super chill with that all the time because they got to do wolf stuff. So
wow,
that's Jax. And like Rich, I have a character that resembles me much, with my long luscious locks and charming, sparkling personality. So. That's all you gotta know right now.
All right, Blinky.
Hey, I'm Matt. He, him. I will be playing Ryan, who also uses he, him, and I am playing the Cub playbook. So I'm a very new member of the pack. Kind of a typical football player build, not like me. And his wolf form is very light brown and very obviously smaller than the rest of the pack.
Right, and Brandon.
Let's see. I'm playing Ash the Enforcer. Ash uses they them, and his soul is more androgynous than his more masculine appearance would lead you to believe. He is definitely one to defend the pack, and has the battle scars to prove it, including these 3 large gashes along the right side of his neck.
Right. Every family has their own traditions around the holidays. Presents under the tree, nights with the families.
Political arguments around the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah, unfortunately. But for the werewolves of Cedarvale, they hold one holiday tradition and one holiday tradition alone. The full moon of December, the cold moon, is spent with the pack. So, our scene, we bring us to the to these just this thick cedar forest in the mountains of northwestern United States. It is a snowy night. The full moon is out, as you can see in my background. It's good. And all of you are out in your wolf forms for to hunt together as a pack. You all step out into the night, noses to the sky, and from upwind, you all can catch the clear scent of something: musk, sweat, adrenaline, prey. You're the leader of the pack. His name is Atka. He's a big gray wolf, probably 250 pounds. God damn it, lady.
Did you like building sound effects?
I can hear him. He's here.
Well, he does not bork, but he does take off in the direction of the prey. And the rest of the pack, it's him, the four of you. There's probably 3 or 4 other wolves also here with you.
Randos.
We like to call them NPCs, Rich. They also take off.
Ford takes off near the back of the pack as he's a little older, not as quick in the foot anymore, and likes to keep an eye on the cubs.
Right. I think we're going to call the giveaway here. Yeah. And at Takes Jokes, you have won a $25 voucher to purchase Vampire the Masquerade from Modifius.
Can we take a sec?
Yeah.
Because I don't know that I did this last night. Can we just take a second to appreciate Heather for running up like a ton of these giveaways, like all this crazy stuff. She just kept sending me like every day. It'd be some new message with like 3 or 4 more. Like, hey, I got this 3 or 4 more new things to give away, and I'm like, how do you just magic these things out of thin air? But that's her special skill.
And let's be super honest, I wouldn't even have made it here tonight if it wasn't for Heather. Let's just really, she's an awesome coordinator.
Fuck yeah, Heather. I want that to be an emote.
Heather.
Right.
Yes, Heather emotes, please.
So yeah, Ford is at the back of the pack. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Y'all better start running.
So Jax, I think, is his wolf form is kind of like thin and more like lithe. It's not like very big and like muscular, but more like made for like speed and keeping a low profile. And so I think he's actually like kind of at the fringes of the pack, kind of working through like the underbrush on the side and stuff, trying to maybe be a little bit of a head to scout. But then like we'll dive back in with the pack, but kind of trying to keep the prey from running off to like one side or the other and keep it sort of on this like path that the pack is running. It has like very dark black fur.
Ryan would probably stay just a little bit behind Jax, probably towards the middle of the pack, but then still like kind of right behind him.
Right. And what's Ash doing?
Would be up front, keeping an eye out for the alpha, trying to make sure that he's protected and secure.
All right. The chase continues for a little bit, and eventually you all can start to like make out where the source of the scent from. It is this massive elk alone. It is a buck, and it's clearly knows that it's being chased and is running off. Adka and Ash are at the front and probably like veer off to try and cut it off, and the rest of you sort of just keep chasing it from behind, driving it toward this ambush.
I yelled at Acker some wise counsel that remember, when taking a beast down with antlers of this size, it's best to attack from the sides.
Okay, take one tie on Ash, or not Ash, Atka. That's a tool we'll use later. And Ash, you do have an opening if you would like to try and take down this stag.
Yeah.
Cannot hear you.
I absolutely want to try that. Yeah, absolutely would like to try to take down this stag.
Okay, are you mauling?
Am I mauling?
Are you?
Yes.
Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to roll 2d6, add your number for teeth.
8.
Okay. So you can choose one of the following. You can take -1 harm. You're probably not going to take any. You can deal an additional harm. You can discern your opponent's next move. You can knock someone out, impress or intimidate someone, or not take -1 forward on your next given to the wolf move. Sounds to me like you're trying to knock someone out, except in a more deadly form.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's because it's not somebody who I have to like have a battle with. So let's go with knock him out.
Yeah, you go in for the kill, and almost effortlessly you take down the quarry.
Of course I do.
It tumbles to the ground. You go a little bit with the momentum, but there is the clear scent of fresh blood on the snow now. As the pack starts to gather, Atka lets out a howl. Does everybody join in?
Yeah, I'll howl at the moon.
That's a hell yeah. The pack's doing it. I'm in.
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you wait for Atka to start eating before the rest of you join in?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone.
Whoa, that question was what? Say that again.
Do you wait for Atka to start eating before the rest of you do?
That's a hell yeah.
Okay. Everybody, fill in 1 block on your wolf path.
1 black on my wolf path. Boop.
Yeah.
Got it.
And as everybody shares in this communion, we fade our camera back up to the night sky. The snow falling down into this cedar forest. And we're gonna cut back to the next morning. The next morning, you all stumble back to this 3-story hunting lodge that's in the mountains, just about 15 minutes outside of town. Although, let's be honest, it's probably more like 10 if you're on 4 legs.
And honestly, it's Forks, isn't it? We're outside Forks, aren't we?
I mean, I didn't name a particular city, but maybe.
I knew it.
But it's more in the mountains, maybe like Idaho.
Okay.
Like it's in that area. Next morning, everybody's stumbling in, lining up to clean the leftover blood from last night's kill off of them. downstairs, there's the sharp scent of coffee that's cutting through the savory air of cooking eggs, bacon, and potatoes.
Mm.
And as everybody comes down, can we describe our human looks one more time? And probably what you threw on this morning. Rich, do you want to start?
Of course I will. I come down with disheveled hair. I need a haircut, as always. Have a pair of leather pants on, some motorcycle boots. Got my 1%er, motorcycle club vest on. Bare chest, but old and sexy at the same time.
A silver fox.
Yes.
Are you getting food? Anybody else come down with? Or
I think Max comes down and he's wearing probably like a mechanic's like jumpsuit just to keep things simple. With like, it's like zipped up to like halfway up the chest. You can see all his sick tats, and the sleeves are pulled up. He's got to show off all those. It's like a hodgepodge of like pop culture references and like some actual like sincere like tribal stuff that's more like in line with the wolf stuff. Like you can tell he's gone through like a few phases in his like journey, but like the more recent ones are more like pop culture-y stuff, like some video game references and some things like that. But yeah, he'll come down and like his hair is all tangled and like knotted up as it is in the morning if you don't do anything with it, and goes to like grab breakfast and is totally like on Reddit on his cell phone or something.
right?
Just got pretty short brown hair, just typical football player build kind of thing, and probably just athletic shorts and like a school sweatshirt.
College boy.
Ash has replaced last night's bloody flannel with a clean flannel out of his closet that only contains flannels, and jeans and his hiking boots. The flannel is left open so he can show off his new tattoo over his heart of a full moon with angel's wings.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
I completely made that up without anybody's help.
You did great. Flannels. A closet full of flannels.
Let me hide my closet here.
Classic werewolf.
Everybody's and there's a few other people. Kara, one of the women in your pack, is like leaning on a couch with a plate of potatoes and eggs, in just pajama pants and a t-shirt. Like, probably not going out today. Nick is just sitting on the arm of one of the couches, with just a plate full of bacon. It's just like looking around, greeting all of y'all as y'all come in. And Atka is like, he doesn't have a plate right now. You can see like on the like entertainment center behind him is just like a cleaned plate that probably had bacon eggs on it at one point, and he's just like standing around with a cup of coffee and just like waiting for everybody to come in. You can smell the bitter tinge of anxiety coming off of him, and you all would know. This is the first time Atka has had to host the Cold Moon get together for the pack. Last year, the previous pack leader, Riker, was doing all this. 7 months ago, Atka had to take over. About the same time, our wonderful boy Ryan joined.
Aka, that was a great hunt. I can't think of the years in the past that we have taken down such a great animal and feasted so well on the full moon.
And everybody else, or at least the NPCs, they all like, yeah, start to like. Well, some of them don't have like cups or anything, but they like raise up their plates awkwardly. And he just nods. I appreciate that, Ford. Yeah, everybody. Just want to thank you all for coming out. I know it's been difficult around here without Riker, but I appreciate you having faith in me to keep us all together, keep us safe. So and in that moment, everybody's ears perk up. There's a crunch of gravel and ice from outside, along with the squeal of rubber and metal car. There's this sort of static in the air as the tension washes over the pack. A few of the wolves look around nervously. Nick jumps to his feet, and Akka just shouts out, "Stay put. Nobody's done anything. Jax, take care of it." And you can hear
Jax is flipping through his Yelp history really quick to make sure he didn't order pizza and forget about it. But on his way out, when he's like, "All right, yeah, that's me."
And even before you can get to the door, you can hear boot steps of just the gravel and snow crunching as somebody's walking up to the door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jax will open it a little bit. Can I help you? And
the person on the other side of the door is you would know this person. It is the sheriff of the town, Sheriff Taylor Barton. She is a woman in mid-40s, blonde hair that's currently pulled back into a sort of messy bun. And as you open the door, you get the smell of cigarette smoke, hair conditioner, and a little bit of mint.
Mm-hmm.
She's a little embarrassed by that smoking. It takes lozenges or takes gum or mints to cover it up.
That's some Sherlock Holmes shit there, Rich. That's
you don't get as old as I am by just not paying attention.
That's right. Jax would be like, I'm going to pay those Redbox late fees, I promise. You didn't really have to come all the way out here.
What?
Oh, never mind.
Everything all right up here?
Yeah. Everything good with you?
So, I mostly just came here to check up on everything. We've got a body that turned up outside of town. Looks like an animal. We heard a few of you were staying up here. Just wanted to check in, make sure y'all haven't seen anything, and that y'all are being safe.
Is that so you said looks like an animal. Is that body of an animal or body as a result of an animal attack?
A body based on the result of an animal attack is what you would gather.
Okay. Yeah, no, we're all good here. Just having some breakfast.
All right, well, y'all stay safe.
All right.
And she just turns
keep
to
the law or whatever. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Shuts the door. Just nope. Done with that. Hey guys, anybody they found a body. I'm guessing a dude body that was killed by an animal. Anybody missing some time?
Couldn't be one of us. Everybody was together last night.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's weird then.
This could be bad. Could it be happening again?
What's happening again?
So again, what all of you would know would be the incident 7 months ago, where there were a number of rogue wolves who were encroaching on your pack's territory. Whenever they did, a few things happened. Number one, your previous pack leader, Riker, was killed. Number two, one of the victims, quote unquote, was Ryan. But thanks to one of you, possibly also with Riker, the situation was taken care of. I think what a few of your packmates are worried about is that this could be another incident where rogues are starting to encroach and have killed a human.
You know, a werewolf who hunts humans openly risks exposing the entire pack. I don't think anybody here has done that. But should we maybe send out a couple people to get a sniff around the murder scene to see if this maybe was a werewolf who's changed after dying, or whether that other pack was involved?
I don't want to jump to conclusions. This is Riker. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but yes, a couple of y'all should probably check it out. Jax, Ash, why the fuck not? Ryan, and Ford, why don't y'all go into town and see if you can find anything?
All right,
Well, we
you got
can't take
any-
my Harley. Does anybody have another vehicle we can ride in?
I want to say Jax has like one of those vans with like a really sick art on the side, and it's totally like a bunch of wolves howling at the moon.
Exceptionally
Just
subtle.
a black panel van kind of deal with like just the art on the side. It's like, yeah, I can run up to Pete's and see if he's seen anything. Is anybody coming to the bar? You know,
I'm all for it, of course, because, my task for myself, at least, is to help keep the pack secure.
so
What are y'all doing?
let's.
Dude, I'm jumping in the party van.
Should we go? All right. Finish your food first. No eating in the van.
Chomp.
And
Damn.
Jax will like go out to pull the van around.
Rich, also take a mark a human path.
Yes. Bam.
Y'all are hopping in the van. Where are y'all going?
I think
Jax.
Jax would probably have an idea of where to go to find information in town. And inadvertently, I may have created Pete's Bar.
Okay.
Just a little one of those really like, I feel like it's one of those really like shitty dives that like nobody under 40's ever been in there. Probably.
Yeah,
It's just
buddy.
like it looks like it's in an old house and it was a different bar like every other week for a few years, and there's always like 3 motorcycles parked outside. It's one of those.
Nobody under 40 except the 6-year-old whose family runs it.
Yep.
That's not coming from anywhere.
Oop,
And it's called the Broken Spoke.
that's good. Yeah, we'll head to the Broken Spoke to. I'll chat up old Pete.
Okay. Yeah, you all walk in. It is very early in the morning. Like 8 or 9. So the only person there would probably be old Pete, who is cleaning up from the night before. There's just the leftover smells of dirt, cigarettes, sweat, and alcohol, and a few smells that are a little bit more foul, but not. But something about this is comfortable. Like this place. This place is familiar.
Pete, how about I get a Jameson and a Paps?
It's 9 o'clock.
It's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere.
All right.
I should have never given
Well,
you the Jimmy Buffett CD. It was a mistake.
He goes around and does fix a drink. When are all y'all coming in this fucking early for? Also, what does Pete look like?
Oh, I think he's one of those like salt of the earth kind of bartenders where his face looks like kind of like boot leather. He's got like all the scars and a bunch of like biker gang tattoos, but he didn't do that anymore. So he's just here tending the bar. And if he's not like working right now, so maybe he's just got like his like white like wife beater on with like his jeans instead of having like a shirt on kind of deal. Just an old grizzly.
Pete has a great aroma. Also, my wolf senses are like, wow, this dude needs a bath.
Yep, pungent. It's old pungent Pete.
He showers before he opens the bar regularly.
That'd be the best time, I think, if you're gonna work at a bar all night, just right before.
Sounds like where I might otherwise try to be an intimidating presence. Guy has been around us. So I'm going to hang over by the door and keep my eyes open and see what's going on in the place.
All right.
Is Cub old enough to drink? Oh,
You're
you're muted. You're muted.
22, yeah.
All right, I tell Cub to get over here and get a beer. And I order another beer for the Cub. Not a shot, because he's a Cub.
I asked for a water.
All right. You were given a water, because again, it's 9 o'clock. All right.
I mean, here on the East Coast, it's noon. That's fine.
Are y'all actually here? Like, he's actually asking you. Are you actually here for drinks this early, or like?
I think this is where my special skills come in, where I sniff it out and work my contacts for information.
Okay. Make a roll.
So I think like while everybody else is kind of just like, making conversation and kind of distracting Pete a little bit, get him to kind of loosen up. Jack's going to go in with a few questions here and there and try to get some real info out of him.
Sure. Roll with heart.
Cool. That is a 9.
Boom.
Okay. So that pack pool doesn't work that way. Okay. So 9 is a mixed success. You can ask one of those questions.
Let's see.
Who or what is really behind this? Who has got what you need? How long have you got? What did you miss the first time? How can I personally gain from this situation? How can I use this situation to impress someone in the pack? What do I need to cut a deal? You're probably not going to be able to figure out who or what is really behind this.
Right. Yeah. I think I'm going to go with who has what I need. And that like, hey, I heard might have been some strangers come through town. Anybody seen them? Have come through here?
Some strangers coming into town? I mean, I didn't really hear anything about that. I really haven't heard anything except for one of the high schoolers got killed by some animal, and another one of them has gone missing.
Ford, please do not say it wasn't me. That's so funny.
You don't have like any family in the high school, do you?
No.
No. Eddie Dozier?
I think so. Yeah, rings a bell.
His son, TJ, he's the one that got killed. Played on the baseball team. Happened on Wilkinson Road, one of those back roads.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
yeah, one of us shifted. Brandon, you okay?
I point out to Brandon that when he mutes his camera, it actually shifts all the video for the video stream. So maybe if he can turn the video on and just cover the camera lens to go black, even if he threw a werewolf type towel over it, that would help because I think we're probably all shifted on the stream now. There we go.
We're good. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, good. Excellent.
You all right?
Cool. Yeah.
So the
Jack,
answer,
feel like
the answer to your question, who has what you need, is probably going to be John Dozier or somebody closer to where the body turned up, which would be on Wilkinson Road, or possibly if the body was taken in, whoever is currently in possession of the body, if that's the sheriff or the morgue.
okay. That one might be a tough sell, so we might want to start over on Wilkerson Road because I don't know. I know Jax is friendly and all, and he's got a good relationship with all the folks in town, but I don't know that he's can I get into the morgue kind of friendly with anybody.
I look at the cub and say, where are we going now?
The road? Wilkinson
To the
Road?
van! Just like Scooby-Doo, cub, come on!
Just rubs his forehead.
Jax will just
Boing.
pat Ryan on the back and be like, "You don't really get used to it, but and then just kind of goes ahead."
And go back to the bar and ask for that drink.
Oh, right. He do that often?
Not super often. I think more recently.
Jax will just be like, "He's like a really aggressive uncle."
That just calls everybody cub, all right?
I would like to be known that I'm referred to as a drunkle.
A drunkle.
I can tell.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like his whole. He's in some biker gang's whole like Wolfpack thing. It's very. I think he watched The Hangover one too many times, maybe. I really got to stop bringing him DVDs and stuff.
And he just exhales, smiles, and shakes his head.
Somebody's got to
Alright.
keep that national video in business.
Right? Are y'all heading out, or
To the van.
I think we're done terrorizing old Pete this morning.
I pay Pete.
He's got
by
piss
the way.
stains to clean up out of his booth.
Yeah. I don't stiff Pete. I make sure I give him a nice 30% tip.
and from the glass of whiskey that he just poured himself, he appreciate it.
Dude, it's 9 a.m. What are you doing?
What I can. You all pile up in Jackson's van and head out. Y'all are heading to Wilkinson Road.
Yeah, I think it's time to do some on the ground investigation.
Right.
Jackson's gonna try to sniff out the not like a move or anything, but just like kind of try to figure out where this actual like thing happened.
So Wilkerson Road is one of the back roads of the town.
Back roads.
There. So you turn off one of the main roads and start like going through what is basically just more forest. You turn around a few hills and you can see there's a few farmhouses, and eventually you see what is undeniably where this happened, because there are a few trucks, a car outside one of the houses, including a sheriff's car, and near some like very not well put up caution tape, you can just see a very, very dark spatch of red on the snow on the side of the road, like right on the side of the road. No body, Seems like it was already moved. But yeah. What do you do?
Y'all want to I don't know, like kind of bloodhound this? Maybe is that?
I think
I say we
Ryan,
send the cub out to get some sniffs.
yeah, I
I'm
think
too
Ryan,
old to bend over anymore.
Ryan just kind of walks the perimeter and sees if he can either get a scent or see if he sees any tracks.
Okay. I'm trying to go through the basic moves, and
I feel like there should be a sniff move.
there's no sniff move, but that seems like it would be harness the wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Is that heart?
yes, roll 2d6 and add heart as you get out of the van and just go over to this crime scene.
12.
12. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
3 in heart.
He's motivated by the old man.
Got so much heart.
Okay. On a 10 plus, you get to ask 3 questions. 3 of these. So, who's the weakest here? Where is the trail / where's my prey? Which sounds like that's what you want. What is the strongest emotion in this location? What do they really want? What is the biggest threat to the pack? What smells wrong here? Who or what is dominant in this situation? Where is the escape route through? Or where's the escape route, or where's the route through? And where does the pack need to be?
Okay, so first, the where's the trail / where's my prey?
It seems like just looking around and smelling this, first off, it is very clear that an attack took place, but the body was removed. You can smell the thick iron smell of blood, frost, and overturned dirt. There's some loose hair in the ice and blood that does carry the unmistakable scent of a werewolf. That's what you get for free. This scent of werewolf and actually a few depressions in the snow that do look like bigger canid paw prints, and they're a little bit bloody. Head on to the other side of the road, like into the hills, into the forest. So your trail is going that way, further into the forest. You got 2 more questions.
What do they really want?
Who is they?
The wolf that attacked the kids.
Looking at the pattern of the footprints, you look back to where there were a set of human footprints going to this location. You can see that there were 2 tracks, 2 sets of tracks, both light heavier sneakers or running shoes. And then all of a sudden, there's, looking around, you see some ripped clothing that looks like it came from 2 separate people. And then you see those bloody paw prints heading out. There's nothing about this that looks like it was planned. So as for what do they want, they don't know.
Okay.
Somehow you would be able to tell they don't know what they want.
Where does the pack need to be?
In the woods going after this person.
Okay. I think I just point off in the direction they went. I say they went that way.
Old Ford works his way out of the van, takes a look up in the sky, looks down at what's going on. The old cub gives him a little rundown. and he thinks, how the F these kids get out here? Do I see anything that relates to how these kids got here?
Are you just looking around, or are you trying to do something similar with Harness the Wolf?
I'm just looking around.
Okay. Just looking at where these footprints come, it looks like they were just walking.
They live nearby.
Depends on how long you follow these tracks. If you would be able to figure this out or not.
And I know one's a boy. Did I look at Ethan to say, did old Pungent Pete say the other one's a boy also?
Baseball team, right?
He didn't.
Or he just said one was from the baseball team, but didn't say anything about the other one.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Sniffer a wolf. Do I smell some pheromones? Is they both human? Oh, there might be too many people around nowadays because of all the police and everything. Huh. I say Cub looks like he wants to take us off in that direction. What say you two?
I'm game.
Big boy, what you say?
I
Gotta be
can't
unmuted.
Hear you.
He's unmuted, but I still can't hear. Oh,
Charlie Brown's our partner.
Ah,
There we go.
okay. No, I'm a little nervous about the law enforcement around in the area, so I would like to be very careful going off into the woods. Because who knows out there who's out there hunting? Who else is hunting this probable werewolf aside from us? And I would rather not be mistaken for them.
Do I know if there's another road kind of in that direction where I could just kind of drive around and meet him on the other side, sort of deal? Okay.
You could certainly try it.
Yeah, I think that's what Jax will want to do, especially if Ash is feeling a little weird about just running off into the woods. Jax will be like, I can drive the van up, kind of head in that direction, see if I catch the path further up the way, or if the trail's not there, then I'll probably find what you're looking for in the woods. But
It would certainly be nice to have a quick escape route.
yeah, I'll bring the van around, meet you guys there. Ryan, you're good to hang with old Drunkle Ford, right?
Yeah.
So Connor, just a little quick take on this game. Can we shift like right now and do some
Absolutely.
running?
Yep.
Hell.
There are a couple things I do want to point out about that. Number one, unless you're using Given to the Wolf or Harness the Wolf, you're not going to gain any mechanical benefits from shifting. And number two, whatever you have on you is not going to travel with you.
Right. We're going to be naked when we get to the other side.
Oh, it's one of
Naked.
those. Could be looking like Jacob coming out of
That's
the
right.
water.
It's not going to be a big part of the game. If you're trying to get in contact with somebody, if you're relying on having your phone to talk to somebody, it's probably not going to go with you. So unless you want to leave it with, leave your stuff with Jax.
Jax has like just this pile of empty duffel bags, like
Right.
tucked away in a corner of the van. It's just like if anybody needs to shift,
I asked the
you
pack.
can put your shit in
Do y'all
here.
want to harness the wolf and take this path? Or do y'all want to just go as us?
And you can harness the wolf without shifting, because Ryan just did it.
I would be less recognizable as a wolf to another human, so I think that would be an advantage.
Good point. We wouldn't look like randos walking in the woods, would we now?
All right,
Especially with this fresh tattoo.
Yeah. All right, Cub, strip down. We're going to shift.
So, who shifts?
I'm shifting.
Jax has got to drive the van.
Shift.
I see this
I mean,
wolf.
I have seen dogs
John,
drive cars.
I've seen Teen Wolf, bro. I've seen Teen Wolf. You can do it.
But Jax gets chilly's like, all right, yeah, no, that's a bit much for me at 8 in the morning, I think. So I'll drive around. But I'll hold your guys' stuff.
And we're meeting up with them, so we'll get our stuff back. Let's do it.
Easy to talk me into running wild.
I think Ryan jumps into the van.
All right.
Yeah, there's definitely like a curtain in the van that separates like the back part, and he's like, "All right, bud," just kind of like pulls that. Just like,
So Ash and I
Sure.
take to the trail
Well,
in
first,
wolf form.
hold on. I'm gonna make some moves of my own here.
To recap, a couple of us are going to run the trail as wolves. A couple of us are going to drive the van. And all of a sudden, Ash gets a random text from someone named Dion and all of a sudden stops doing pack business to make a phone call. You go for it, dog.
that's a pretty spicy way to do that.
I wouldn't do it if it wasn't important. It's about pack security, so I need to take this call just for a minute.
So you get in the van, or you want to walk out in the woods?
I'll just need a minute over here in the woods.
Jax is a nosy motherfucker. He's totally going to try to listen.
Okay.
Jax, I'm bigger than you.
Yeah, I got wolf ears. I'll just stay in the van and listen.
So do you call?
Yes, I'm calling.
Bring.
After 2 rings, they pick up with a little bit of a hushed tone. Hey, I'm at the sheriff's office. They're saying there was like an animal attack. Should I be worried?
Don't be concerned. I'm going to remain safe. My number one thoughts are for the safety of my pack and for you. So I'll take care of everything. Don't you worry.
So it is something to do with y'all.
Not
Okay.
directly, but we're going to find out.
Okay, just be careful, okay?
Of course.
Bye. Oh no. If you hang up in the game, you hang up in real life.
Oh, no. We did the
What happened?
shift again.
Timing on that.
It just did it.
So first off, take a
I touched nothing.
Welcome to the internet.
I think I want to give you a mark on
believe
the
it's
human path anyway.
A mark on the human path. Okay.
Yeah.
I look at Jax with that look because I listened too. And I heard him put the pack first.
Jax will see your look and do it back, but like, what are we doing?
We're doing a look. It's good. Just go with it.
Okay. All right.
Ryan's got headphones in.
Mind your business. Are we bored?
You didn't see the look.
Ryan, you're being respectful. Take a mark on your human path.
Love to see it.
I'm sorry, Ash. Were you expecting privacy in a werewolf pack?
Boom.
It's a pretty big ask, bud.
Dropping knowledge bombs.
Part of having a healthy family is to have healthy boundaries.
That's a big assumption that this family's healthy, but I hear you.
My first loyalty is always to the pack. Never forget that.
No.
All right, Ash, are we good to hit the road, bro? You good?
I'm waiting on you now, Ford.
I'm stripped naked. I'm ready to shift.
This whole conversation is a lot more. The look is a lot more uncomfortable now that I know he was naked the whole time.
Okay. Can let's just. You were all very used to it.
Yeah.
It is not
You've seen
uncomfortable.
True Blood. I
Go
mean,
on.
just, you know.
It's uncomfortable in a funny way.
We are moving on.
All right, I hit the ground running.
Okay. So yeah, you shift and start following the trail. Ryan, do you follow? And Ash, do you follow?
Yeah, in fact, I'm I'm racing. I'm racing forward because he's getting a little long in the tooth, and I want to show him where the new blood's coming from.
Ooh, I get a little check as he goes by. I get a little body check.
Okay. Ash, how do you feel about this? Because well, you do have some history with Ford. I don't remember exactly if we specifically said that, but Ford in his past did cover up somebody who broke a tradition whenever you were supposed to enforce it.
You know,
Do we want to talk about?
but
Rich, do we want to talk
Here's
about like what exactly that was?
Go, Ash.
I will do whatever it takes to protect my pack. Anything. From inside or out.
Damn, Ford, what'd you do?
I think we know that there was a time that even in a pack, no matter how great as our pack is, there comes a time that all rules are not 100%. There's a little gray in life, just like on my back. And as you see that gray, you realize that occasionally rules have to be a little twisted or a little altered for the good of the pack or for the good of time. And some of those things need to be kept quiet and under the covers so the rest of the pack can continue to live and thrive. And that's a burden. That is a burden some people have to carry, whether it's utilizing silver, whether it's within their own, whether it's someone outside. And those are the times that you really find the true mettle of a team and the mettle of the pack about whether they can achieve going above that. That's what I have to say about that.
I noticed you used the word metal a couple of times. Homophones are great, aren't they?
Is this like a telepathic wolf convo happening while they're trying to race each other?
I think just a reminder that the exception, just a what makes the rule. There's just certain things that we don't do unless they're absolutely necessary. But sometimes it's absolutely necessary.
Jax,
Awkward pause.
you were driving around.
Yep.
And there is a your phone screen does light up. It's it's Echo.
Okay. Is it like a text or
No,
like
it's
a call?
It's
Okay,
call.
good. I can't text while I'm driving, so Jack will answer it.
Arrive alive.
Arrive alive. It can wait, even if it's your pack leader.
What have you found?
Oh, well, Pete was less than helpful, but we got some high schoolers are the ones that went missing. So that's a little not cool, right? That's like minors. It's kind of messed up. But we're out over here on Wilkerson Road. The rest of the crew went on a little chase, a little hunt, a little bloodhound kind of situation in the woods. I'm just gonna bring the van around. I got all their stuff in the back, so they're figured it'd be probably easier to not be recognized as wolves than as people. But But yeah, somebody's got to watch this stuff, right? So I'm just here, I'm just driving around, going to meet him.
Number one, I do want to clarify: is Ryan in the car or is Ryan on the road? Ryan is in the
Yeah,
car.
I was in the passenger seat.
Oh, I thought you said you got into like change, but no, okay, never mind.
No.
That's fair. I was like, oh yeah, me and Ryan are holding it down. The oldies are taking a walk on the wild side.
Aquarius. Oh,
So it is a wolf.
Yeah, sounds like it. Ryan, what'd you think? Do you think what was your read on the situation? It's like speakerphone, so it's all fancy.
There was definitely a wolf involved.
Take care of it. He hangs up.
You know, he always does that before you can kind of clarify what that means.
There's never time to say bye.
Yeah, I don't. Does that mean are we supposed to like kill it? Like that's a very you know what? You know
hallmark
what?
of a
Forget it.
true
This
leader.
is normal. This is visual. I'm not even surprised.
What do you do? No,
I'm just
you keep
driving
driving
around. Yeah, trying to find the like the back road that runs into the like highway that runs into the other back road that's on the other side of the woods kind of deal.
Yeah, it's easy enough, and it's somewhere around 2020 where everybody would have Google Maps. So it's easy enough to find the back roads around. What Ryan would realize as y'all drive around is that it doesn't look like the wolf went back into town. It looks like it headed straight into the forest. So I'm gonna go back to Ash and Ford while y'all decide where y'all want to go from here. You two are following this trail.
Mm-hmm. Ash is in the lead. He kind of gave me that shoulder check. Where are we going, Ash?
Let's pause for a moment and discuss how deep into the woods we're going to go before we call it and make it a bigger search.
Are we heading towards the road pickup, or have we turned away from that? Connor, we're just using our natural wolf senses to feel that.
Mm-hmm. You're heading deeper into the forest, like probably into the mountains, like in the same direction where your lodge was. I imagine that being like sort of on the outskirts of town, further up in the mountains.
I'm sorry, towards our lodge?
In like the same like
general vicinity. Okay,
like
not necessarily like, wow, this is leading back to our lodge.
No.
Okay.
But like into the woods where they might end up getting on your territory.
Okay.
So do we need to use our wolf senses and instincts? We are in wolf form.
I think if you want to figure out more about the situation, I would need somebody else to use the harness the wolf move.
I would be glad to harness the wolf.
Go ahead.
2 die. Oh shit! My dice tower fell.
Yeah.
9.
2d6. Add your heart.
Oh, add my heart. 11.
On a 10+, you get to ask 3 questions. So the questions are: who is the weakest here? Where's the trail, or where's my prey? Which I'm pretty sure you want to use. What is the strongest emotion in this location? What do they really want? What is the biggest threat to the pack? What smells wrong here? Who or what is dominant in this situation? Where's the escape route, or where's the route through? And where does the pack need to be?
All right, so Ash and I stop.
On your second page.
So Ash and I stop. We're at that spot that we're noticing that we're curving this way, but we need to maybe go this way to meet back up with our other pack mates. And so as we're at that spot and we harness what's happening in front of us, we check to see, we know where the route's not going to our lodge, but we should know this area well. We spend our times hunting. We spend our times exploring. We spend our time protecting our area, our turf, marking our turf. Do we know whether it's moving towards a certain monument or landmark?
So where is the trail and where's your prey?
Yeah, that's what that one. More discovery? Or do we know it's going towards the big open pit of death?
It is not toward a big pit of death. Well, you tell me, is there any place that's on like the, let's say, the southeastern side of your territory that that would be a notable location for the pack?
I have hackles that are going up the back of my neck. I know we have an old mining town that's over, or I say mining town, a mining settlement, a long shaft with many, different levels and going off where they had one time mined. I also know that there's an open cave system. And so the hackles on my back are rearing as maybe someone's taken over an abandoned place.
Yeah, it's definitely reasonable that that is where they're going. You got 2 more questions.
What do I smell in the sense of the fear or the triumph, or what is happening around us in this path?
So, what is the strongest emotion in this location, or what
100%. What's
or
the
what smells
strongest
wrong
emotion?
here?
Oh, let's go with emotion and smells wrong.
The strongest emotion in this location is panic and fear.
Mm.
And what smells wrong here? You are very familiar with the scent of your packmates because you have spent a lot of time and you were just very familiar.
Oh
the
shit,
packmate-
Ash.
And
This
the
isn't good.
and the packmate that you have spent the longest amount of time with is Riker, who is dead. It smells wrong that you smell him.
Ash, is there anything you need to tell me about the past?
I don't know what you're referring to exactly.
Are you trying to provoke spill?
Yeah, I am.
All right. Okay, so whenever you do something to provoke a packmate to reveal how they really feel, roll plus heart.
All right. Luckily, I got a lot of heart, mother truckers. That would be a 10. Would you like to see these double 4s? Boom! +2.
Okay, on a 10 plus, they have to make the spill move. Ash, please make the spill move. Your feelings and emotions are much closer
You're
to the
muted.
surface. So let me just read it. So on the spill move, werewolves' feelings and emotions are much closer to the surface than humans, and the close nature of the pack means that you express them more readily. When you openly and truthfully express one of the following: your desire for a packmate, why you are hurting, what you are angry about, or what you're afraid of. So this is what Ford is trying to get Ash to do. You get a point to your pack pool. Your packmate is going to get a tie on you. Yeah.
Pack pool and give your packmate +1 tie on you as they've seen you raw and vulnerable. So
Now your pack pool is at. Once you do this move, the pack pool will be at 9. Ford will get, I believe, a second. No. Yeah, Ford will get a tie on Ash. And I think that's it.
So what specifically do you want to know, Ford?
You can, on the second page, the spill move, it has those 4
That's
questions.
what I'm looking at. So,
Oh, let me look. I'm sorry.
truthfully, I get to pick which one of those I share.
Does Ash get to do the spill, or do I get to pick which spill he does?
Ash has to spill, but y'all can talk together about what this conversation is leading to.
Ash, you know, I know everyone in the pack. I've hunted, I've loved, I've cared. Everyone here has been under my wing at some point in time. And I smell Riker right now. I know his scent. I've seen him since he was a cub, like Ryan in the Scooby-Doo van. So I know there's something going on. You need to tell me what are you afraid of in this situation that I know Riker's alive?
Ash,
Well, I can tell you that right now, I'm very confused and afraid and hurt, and I need to let you know that I've been violating a pack rule, and I need you to keep this between you and I,
Spill the tea.
because I'm loyal to the pack first. So what I'm going to tell you is going to be shocking to you, but I need you to understand this is why I'm not on my game. I'm having a relationship outside of the pack, and in fact outside of the wolves, period. And so I'm a little discombobulated, and I can't give you an answer to why you're smelling Riker, because I'm just not on my game.
Ash, don't tell me it's a normie.
Not exactly, but you would probably think so to look at them.
Four, take a tie. Also, Ash, if you want, this could trigger the cross the line move. You did take that one, right?
Yes, I did. Do something unacceptable, shocking. Okay.
Ooh, are we gonna have a wolf fight?
DM question did we decide that Riker was the one that turned me?
No, it was a rogue.
Okay.
Riker was the previous pack leader before Atka took over. Riker was killed around the same time you returned.
Okay.
And Riker was killed.
I think that I need to make sure that Ford is not going to turn me into the rest of the pack. So I think I need to push a dominate here.
Okay. So you were using cross the line.
Yeah.
You were admitting to something, and you were taking full control of the situation. You're dominating, saying like, "Please don't tell anybody else."
Maybe not so much please. I want to be intimidating here.
PCs cannot disobey your current order, but forcing them to do so will come at a cost. They will take a +1 tie on you because some decisions come back to bite. So take another +1 tie on Ash.
Yes. I got a whole +1 stack going on over here.
Because reasons. And yeah. Now, we're about an hour and a half into this. How about do we think we're ready to go on a little break here?
I'm out of beers. We need to go on a break. And
absolutely.
That's really the key. I need to hit the head. I gotta take a break. I need to get a Jameson. I talked about it. Now I need one. Do we do a giveaway before or during the break?
That's what I'm going to ask, but Heather has said 1 sec.
I think we do need to. Yeah, I think they've always been doing that.
Yeah, cool. So we're going to start another giveaway.
Oh, here it goes. Look at that.
I hope that you all win, but only one of you will.
And hopefully they'll drop the support up. I wonder where we're at. I need everybody to dig deep. Trevor Project, it's amazing. I talked about all the changes that have happened since I was a kid, but still there's a lot of pressure, and there's a lot of times people need help. They need to be able to reach out and talk to someone. They need to have those resources behind them, and that is what the Trevor Project's providing. So, do 12 days, drop over there, drop in a couple bucks in the pocket, and maybe Ash will kill me by the end of this episode.
Got to get rid of those ties somehow.
It can happen. I'm building a lot of ties on him.
Can't be tied to a corpse, can you?
Okay. We are going out. Bye.
Are we back?
It looks like it.
All right. Well, let me start off with a quick shot with my Yoda buddy here. I just wanted to say a big thank you. I see that we've had some great donations going on. M&M, huge donation. That was incredibly great. I think Brandon said in our chat, the Trevor Project saves lives. I talk about the stress of that whole situation, and it's phenomenal. So big thanks out there. We got Gothy. We got we got a couple anonymous donations. Mike, thank you so much. Ethan, Blink Dog. I really appreciate everybody taking that time to, reach into their pockets this year. I know it's been a really tough year for a lot of folks. And I know that we're all in this stream, we're all on this video, and we've had some trying times this year, whether it be at work or with some other things around our lives. And to make that reach out for someone you don't know, and to make that reach out to make a safe place for someone you don't know. Cheers.
Cheers.
And I have to take a second shot. So let's just pour this one up, because not only do we have great people making some donations, we have some great companies that have made some donations to us, just like the Morpheus with the vampire masquerade items that have been coming up today. I know that's over, and just it's great for people to come in and just take a chance on us and a chance on you guys for saying, hey, let's do something to give back to that same community that they're part of. And that's a great sign of companies. Supergiant Games with the Hades, that's been a great thing. And man, last night I really wanted that Hades bundle. I dropped into that one too. The great soundtrack, great stuff going all around from them. And then from I'm going to mess this one up. Paladin Publishing. Help me out.
Is it Onyx?
Onyx.
You wrote that down. How did you write that down so it's illegible to even you?
Okay, there's been a couple shots here, and I just looked at my handwriting, and I am not as familiar with the World of Darkness, so that whole name is new to me. But you know what? It's Onyx Publishing is not going to be forgotten, because that was incredible what they've been doing with our group and providing those handouts or the giveaways to everybody on stream. So cheers to them. Cheers to everybody that drops into the camera. Cheers to all those in chats. How are you doing over there? Let's get back to getting in some trouble.
Yeah. So we're gonna jump back to the van where.
Hey Connor, you won something.
Oh shit!
Connor,
at me, congratulations. You can buy vampire books. Neat.
You can do it. You can buy them.
I can. I totally don't own them already because I did the Kickstarter. But you know what? We'll figure something out. We're gonna jump back to the van. Ryan, you were chilling. You're chilling in the. I'm not calling it that. You were chilling in the passenger seat. Jax, you're behind the wheel. I think you've skirted around to possibly the other side of where these back roads are, following the trail.
Yeah, we found where we think they're going to come out, and kind of just parked on the side of the road.
What are y'all doing?
I think Jax is relaxing with his feet up. He's got some boots on. There's a little like mechanic's jumpsuit. Not a mechanic, doesn't know anything about cars, doesn't matter. It's easy to wear. Jumpsuit. He's got his boots up on the dash, just like on his phone. On like Twitter. Maybe he's playing like Clash of Clans or some iPhone app. He's very in touch with the human world. Bejeweled. Candy Crush.
Oh,
None of these people sponsor us. We should not be saying all these names.
Sorry.
Maybe.
I think Ryan turns on the radio a little bit. Kind of just sits there for a second, and then just says,
"Soundtrack."
Yes.
Yeah, at a lower volume now. It's mood music. But he says, "Are you still planning on leaving the pack?"
Jax will kind of like jump a little bit when he says that. He's like, "Are you planning on finishing college?"
Touche.
Kind of deal, just like.
Turns the music back up. Looks away.
Oh no. Yeah, I think Jax will kind of sit up and like turn it back down, and be like, "Look, man, how long has it been? Like 7 months now, maybe. Was that what we said? 7 months since Ryan got turned.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you doing? Like, be honest with me. I know it's a lot to acclimate to. Like, what's going on, man?
I'm getting there. I still feel lost, but finding the path.
Jax,
As slow as that may be.
are you attempting to provoke a spill?
Absolutely.
Roll.
And I've got a,
T, baby.
how do I use ties? Because
So
I think that's a good thing to pull.
So we're familiar with like masks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Another Powered by the Apocalypse game. It's similar to Team. If
Okay.
or a thread or a tie or something. Well, it is a tie. If you roll a 9, you can bump it up to a 10 if you spin the tie. Or if you
Gotcha.
roll a 6, you can bump it up to a 7 and make it a success.
Okay, cool. And that provoke spill is a heart thing.
That is correct.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a 3.
Okay.
Just don't work out. He doesn't want to talk to me.
The conversation is a little bit awkward, so you can't force Ryan to make a spill. But Ryan, if you want, you still can, like, as you respond to this, you can treat it as if you're doing the spill move.
So what would be the benefits of that?
So whenever you use a spill move, you add points to the pack pool. Right now you are at 9. So if there was another point to the pack pool, you could use a slightly bigger pack ability at a dramatically appropriate time.
Quick question for Ethan. Are our parents in the pack?
I don't think so. I think it was like, I want to say like we were here for like college, like or at a nearby town for college, and like our parents are like a few states away.
Okay.
And we just like don't go home at all, or like not very often, kind of deal.
Mhm.
Or haven't in a few years, I think.
Okay. I don't know. I'm afraid that nothing will be normal again.
I mean, it won't. Probably not. But I really didn't want you wrapped up in this, man.
Yeah, and it's not your fault. Just It's a bummer.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't want to get wrapped up in this either, but here we are. In a pretty sick van on the side of a highway. The van's nice. That's a perk.
Definitely a perk.
So that certainly did sound like a spill. So I'm gonna add one to the pack pool, which is gonna bump you up to 10. Jax, take a tie on Ryan.
Ooh. I'll just take another one.
Hot damn.
Another one.
All right, so Ash and Ford
Before we get there,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Brandon, can you repeat your question on stream?
You're muted.
Yeah, I would like to know if a cub would carry the scent of the wolf who turned him.
Dun dun dun.
So when
In other words, are we smelling our previous pack leader, or are we smelling someone he's turned, or potentially an offspring?
that's a very astute question. Mark another on your wolf path. So whenever a wolf changes somebody, the progeny does carry a little bit of the scent of the sire. That is true. You absolutely could think that. You don't know why this person smells almost exactly like Riker. Like either something else is happening here.
Fuck, do we just kill Ryan? I mean, come on.
Oh, wait, he was not turned by Riker Raid. He was turned by a rogue.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That's right. Sorry. We don't kill Ryan.
That was my initial thought, but then I heard the part about him being turned by a rogue, and I was like, no, that wasn't it.
I'm glad you reminded me.
I think the only person who might have been turned by Riker would be Jax, maybe, but even I don't know. You tell me.
Yes.
We'll find out. We'll get to the bottom of this shenanigans.
Whatever's most dramatic and messy when we get there is what'll be the case.
I will say it definitely does not smell like any player character.
Can I drop in now?
Yeah.
All right. So Ash and I, we hit that spot. We had our conversation. We had a heart-to-heart. We now have cut to the main road, and we're going back to the mystery van, and we're hooking up with our team. Have we made it? Is there anything that happens between then and now? And Ash, do you agree with that decision?
I do agree with that decision. I think going deeper into the woods by ourselves after we don't know what or who is a bad idea. So yes, I think we need to meet back up with Scooby and Shaggy.
The mystery machine.
So I think like the way that works is like Jax is pulled pretty close to the tree line, and then like as soon as he like smells them coming, like opens the side and tosses the duffel bags like 20-30 feet into the woods so that they can like change and then walk out without anybody like seeing anything untoward. It's just like a big throw, like a.
I have nothing to be ashamed of, Jax.
Jax will, touching that.
Jax will just be like, "Yeah, so you're gonna change on the side of the highway, dude? Get in the fucking trees." Damn. It's not a shame thing, man. Come on. These
You know what's really crazy though? I get my clothes back on, and I get my leather pants on, I get my vest, I put my boots on, and I notice there's something in my pocket. So I reach into my pocket and I pull out this piece of paper. And I got this piece of paper, and it's like, it's all folded up. And I'm like, what's on this piece of paper in my pocket? And unbelievable, I read, fuck, High Shelf Gaming donated $200 to the Trevor Project. What the fuck? So thank you, David. Back to you, Connor.
Back to you. Yeah, what are y'all doing? Y'all were loading up in the van? What are y'all doing?
Yeah, Jack's be like, where to? What'd you find?
Nothing conclusive, but a very strong aroma of Riker is hanging in the woods.
What?
Yeah, guys, I think we need to go to the mining shaft and see what's going on there. And they were in that area of the mining shaft. They were over in that area of the abandoned cave. So I think we got to grab the pack and head that way.
Yeah, we got to call Atka's what we got to do. Damn, explain that shit to him. And Jax will like reach up on the dash and hit the like call button on Atka from like the recent calls and just get him on the phone like now.
Yeah. The phone rings 3 times before he answers. What is it?
Yeah, Ash and Ford found some wild shit in the woods. I'm gonna let them tell you because it's something. Boys?
Well, we didn't find whatever wolf did this, but there's definitely a strong scent of Riker in the air. Obviously, it can't be Riker. Riker's dead. At least that's my assumption. But someone or something that is connected to Ryan is out here pulling off some pretty nasty shit.
You're sure?
Oh, yeah. We're sure.
Get back to the lodge. Do you know where they're headed?
Aka, I believe we should probably check with the mine first.
Before you were going to go out there alone?
No, we would never. That would put us in a position that would be undermanned, understaffed, and not hunting with the pack. I believe
come back to the lodge.
Yeah, back to the lodge.
I think Jack's actually just like, okay. Just
Is Jax looking at his phone right now?
Yeah, he just like is clearing all the stuff, like locking it again, putting the GPS.
Fuck this. Oh, excuse my French. I pull a spill the tea on Jax. What's it called? Hold on. It's not called spill the tea. It's called
spill.
Provoke spill. I call a spill. I call a spill the tea on Jax. Jax, I own a freaking flip phone. Everybody here has phones. No one is doing everything you're doing all the time. Instagram, we come down to breakfast. All of a sudden you're in the car, you're playing Bejeweled. You're on Clash of Clans. You're all the time on your phone, Jax. What's going on, bro? Time to spill the tea.
Roll with heart.
That would be an 11.
Oh man, I gotta spill the tea.
You gotta spill.
By the way, that's a shot for spilling the tea.
Okay, let's see.
This is
what is on the 10 plus? Okay, 10 plus. I gotta make the spill move. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you want me to tell you?
Hold on, I gotta look at the sheet. I don't remember everything.
It sounds like what are you angry about or what are you afraid of? But he's trying to dig into your connections to the human world.
Yeah, I think like Jaxel definitely like answers questions, but it's probably going to make him work for it a little more than that. Like,
Well, then you start out the answers, and I'll freaking take it to
Yeah.
town.
do it. Let's do it. But he's just like,
What are you doing on your phone all the time, being a normie?
what do you? Okay, I don't think you know really what a normie is. Let's just establish that. Second of all, I don't. What do you do in your free time? Just like stare at trees? Is that what y'all do? Just like I entertain myself, right? What do you expect me to do?
Business. I take care of growing our pack. I take care of growing a community that supports us. What do you do in your spare time?
I look at funny pictures on the internet and play video games like a regular person.
Oh, but you're not a regular person, Jax. You're part of this team. You're part of this pack.
Yeah, I get days off, right?
No, there's no days off from the pack. The pack is every day.
Yeah, fuck that. And he'll put it in gear and head towards the lodge. Kind of deal. Like, I know we're still in the same vehicle, but he's like, that's his, like, I think that's spill. I think it's a spill. I think that counts as a spill to say, yeah, fuck that when it's like pack businesses every day.
Oh, I look at him and go, I know karate, bro. I know karate. Don't be ignoring me.
Take a mark on human.
Jax's retort to that will be like, yeah, and there's a bridge coming up, so maybe chill.
Who are you talking to all the time on the phone?
My friends? I don't know.
Why are your friends not the pack?
I also have friends in the pack.
Are they playing Clash of Clans with you? Do you have a Clash of Clans called Bite Mark?
No, I don't have a clan.
Flash over to Ryan playing Clash of Clans on his phone. Turns it off and puts it in his pocket.
Okay, I'm not.
That's not the name of our clan.
I'm not pulling the tea out I want, so I go into a
tea do you
huff,
want?
and
Okay, Ford.
Because I do have to give it to you.
Yeah.
So we did go through the spill. So Ford, take a +1 tie. If you would like to use that tie, there is another move that could get you what you want.
I want to use it.
It's called Dominate.
Oh yeah.
You will need to roll with teeth.
I'm gonna roll with teeth. I got a 0. All right, hold on, folks. Everybody, pray to the dice gods. Pray to the dice gods. 7.
Okay. How many ties do you have on?
1.
I don't think you have 3. So
No.
okay. On a 7 to 9, the situation is mostly under your control. God forbid anybody try to wrest control from you. PCs cannot disobey your current order. What is your order?
Jax, I want to know your involvement with the normie world. I'm afraid you're betraying the pack. I'm afraid that you're making decisions outside of the pack based upon your normie relationships.
Actually, sorry, I'm reading the wrong.
Sorry. Shit.
The wrong bullet. The situation is mostly under your control. NPCs will do what you ask, but half-heartedly, and may abandon an order if it becomes dangerous or if they have been away from you too long. Packmates get a -1 forward to disobey your current order if they wish to attempt it. Packmates who don't attempt to disobey can fill in a circle on the wolf or human track as appropriate. So, Jax, if you acquiesce to this, you can fill in a human path.
Okay.
If not, you can attempt to disobey, but you'll have -1 to the roll.
Okay. Yeah, I think it makes sense that I disobey here or try.
Roll with guts.
Okay, I have a +1, so it's just whatever the dice are because it's the +1 and the -1. That is an 8.
You disobey, but it troubles you greatly. I am going to subtract from the pack pool. You're now back down to 10.
Okay. Tearing this family apart.
Yeah, I think so. Like the disobey is gonna give you like half truths kind of deal, which probably you realize, but no, you can't do too much about it. But Jack's just gonna give you like, yeah, I got some friends online, and I, go to Pete's every now and again to just have a beer, and I don't know, a few minutes of privacy. Is that an issue?
I go. We'll see what Anka says. Arrgh.
Okay.
All right.
You're not getting any more DVDs. It's my one power is my knowledge of culture. You get none of it. I'm not going to help you recover your YouTube password.
Damn.
That's right. You forget your password, you're done, bud. Write that shit down.
As that tension's not going to die down as y'all drive back up to the lodge. But is there anything else anybody wants to?
I would like to. I'm not buying this whole beating around the bush thing that Jax is doing.
Fuck
So,
yeah! Jump in there, baby.
I would like to dominate as well. Yes! See if we can intimidate a little more information out of Jax.
Yes.
Jax,
Okay.
I was born a wolf. I wasn't made a wolf, so I have none of your human privilege built into my psyche. This is a pack, and you're going to do what benefits the pack, so offer up.
Roll with teeth.
Jax has
Okay.
the perfect retort for this, and I hope my roll will back that up.
I rolled a 7 with teeth, that's a 9.
Do you have a tie on, Jax?
No. I don't think so. I didn't write it down if I did.
No, it was Ford who had the tie from me.
Or it does, yeah.
Okay. You can attempt to disobey.
Yeah, I'll have to do that again, I guess.
Can I lend anything with my my moves that I have with Wise Counsel, or remember when you were knee high to give him a +1 to his score?
Remember that when you were knee high, it's not going to be appropriate here. Wise counsel.
I mean,
when you give advice, the pack may acts.
I mean, can I? I'm manipulating the words of that because I started something that Ash saw and kept it alive.
Normally, I would let you give wise counsel here and turn that into a 10, but since you already attempted to dominate, you probably don't have anything to offer to the situation because you already failed.
I tried, bro.
Mixed success.
That is a 10 to disobey.
Oh!
On a 10 to disobey, you disobey and it empowers you. Take +1 forward.
Okay, perfect. So Jax is gonna, as he's driving, kind of turn around and be like, "Yeah, Ash. Well, who the fuck's Dion?" My shit's so important.
Are you trying to provoke a spill?
I think so.
Oh, it
Yes.
just got real in here.
Y'all, this is what this fucking game system was built for.
It just
Roll it
got
hard.
real.
Like, if you're gonna, does that +1 count here?
Yes, it does.
Oh hell yeah! Okay, so that's a +2. Okay. That is 11.
5th beer for tonight.
Ash, Bill.
Dion is the person that I'm in a relationship with.
Everybody doing normies.
I never said they were a normie.
Oh,
Or a human, somebody with respect would say. No,
oh.
I did never say that. I did tell you that you would assume that they were.
I look
Yeah,
back
so I
at the
think-
cub and go, "Do you not have something to say?"
So, before we move on, Ash, either why are you hurting, what are you angry about, or what are you afraid of? Here.
What I'm afraid of is the fact that I am breaking with pack tradition and being called out. I'm the person who enforces pack tradition within the pack. So I'm afraid of being called out as a hypocrite.
Well, surprise, bud.
I'm just rolling some dice to roll some dice. There we go.
Ford, take another tie on Ash.
Oh, yes.
Wait, no, that was me.
No, sorry.
I want to tie. How
Right, Ford, take that away. Jax, take the tie.
Yes. But we're adding back to that pack pool that I took away from.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Jax would kind of just be like, you know, Ash, I get it. I really do. And maybe if you wouldn't try to fucking jump on me about this shit all the time, I'd be more sympathetic. Just kind of keep stride.
And none of that, none of what you just said diminishes the fact that myself, and I'm pretty sure Ford, are sure that you're up to something.
That's fair.
And while I keep my things separate from the pack, I think your involvement outside of the pack is a security problem.
All the time on his phone. All the time.
You were less worried about the rules when you used silver on a wolf, Ash.
Just gonna get it all out. They were like, all right, we only got 1 hour left of the game. Let's just go.
Damn, Cub. Damn. High five, Cub. Give me a high five, Cub. Damn.
And like I said, the exception is what makes the rule. And when I have to keep the pack secure, I'll do anything to keep the pack secure.
It's an awful lot of exceptions.
Two is a lot?
For the one
Listen,
that's
young
the
cub.
rules.
Listen, young cub, like I said, I got none of your to my psyche.
no.
I was born a wolf. I was born a wolf. All I know is being a wolf, and I know how to be a wolf.
Congrats.
Yeah, Ash, you're doing the same shit we're doing. So apparently it's not our human psyche that makes us want to do normal person stuff.
So,
Are we at the lodge yet?
yes.
We've been driving for a while. Yeah.
No, I'd say this last bit of yelling settles just as you're climbing up the road to the lodge. I will say, our wonderful enforcer, we did just resolve a scene with your thing, so that's another point to the pack pool. But I don't think that tie was used, so keep that. As you all drive up to the lodge, Ash
We're all
is
pissed.
standing outside on the porch, his arms crossed. All right.
Aka is on the porch.
Yeah, Akka. What did I say?
You said
You
that.
said Ash.
Yeah.
But just making sure. Just making sure. Aka.
A lot of,
Why
a lot
is his
of
arms
names
crossed?
with the same letters.
Right. Y'all ready to head out? Or is there anything else y'all want to tell the pack?
No, I think we're about done with that.
Oh, you think we're done? You think we're done with that? You just making decisions for everybody in the van?
It's my fucking van.
All of a sudden, the
My
mystery
domain.
is where it needs to be. I don't know. Cub, you got anything to say? Ash, you got anything to say? I mean, let's just open this up to everybody.
I'm not
Let's
letting
just not let
anybody
you
hold
say
anything
it's done.
over my head. I'm not letting anybody hold anything over my head. So I'm just going to tell you now. These guys already know. I'm in a relationship outside of the pack, and it's not a wolf. So now you can't hold it over my head.
You just dropped that coming out of the van.
Sorry, gonna do that right up front. Who am I gonna trust? One of you three not to go over and spill the beans?
Oh, hold on, out of character. I can't believe you just dropped that out of the van.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He probably already knows because Jax has been on his phone, Ryan's been on his phone. He's probably already got the information, and I'm not letting anybody hold it over my head.
Okay,
Right,
I just want to say I've not been on my phone. I've been driving.
I've been playing games.
I want to make that
Arrive alive.
clear. Do not use my phone while driving.
You know what? How about this?
Touch and call.
We'll deal with it. Atco looks straight at you, Ash. We will deal with this later. Tell me about this fucking rogue.
All I know is there's a strong scent of Riker in the woods. A strong scent of Riker in the woods. And I can't explain it. Ford was with me, he knows.
And Ford, you said this is at the mine?
Aka, I can tell you, I smelled an incredibly strong scent of Riker, and it really freaked me out. I know he's dead, but I know his smell. You know, we have shared kills, we have shared our life together, and I smelt him, and it was pointing towards the southeast boundary of our area, maybe on the outside. I'm really thinking it might be the mining area, but it was incredible. I was taken aback. I actually accused Ash, and I thought we had some other problems, but it just looks it's just crazy.
He just takes a really deep breath in. All right. He yells back in the house, or actually, he like storms through to the back porch. Clearly expecting you all to follow him.
Damn.
I follow.
Right, everybody with me. Southeast part of the territory. We've got a rogue on our territory. They've killed. You all know what you have to do. Kill them. They're a danger to us all. I don't care who they smell like.
Not ambiguous now, Jax, is it?
I mean, yeah, but I'm not doing this with you right now, man.
The pack starts to shift.
Whoa, what just happened?
I sense a disturbance in the force.
Hold on.
It's in the Zoom.
Hold on.
We're on Discord. Never mind.
Hold on. So while we're doing this, let me take a look at
The pack shifted, and then we all shifted Zoom windows, Discord windows.
I have no idea what my
call software. We'll get it back.
I am still here. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, you just can't see me.
Right.
God, you poor people.
Can you by chance pop your video on, because it'll shift all of our camera scenes back for the stream.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Perf.
There we go. I mean, I'm used to Jax messing everything up, but We'll see how this goes.
This bitch.
So Atka has given the order, and the pack is starting to shift again. Is it just those words? Every time I say those
Yeah,
words,
I was just
things
going to
are
make a
happen?
joke that when you say shift, it seems to
Whoa.
shift. Oh yeah, Mike says it's a curse. Liz Mack says, Connor, you're banned from saying shift.
Oh no.
Welcome back.
Am I back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nefarious. 2 times the Connor, 2 times the fun.
People are on 4 legs.
My camera's
What are
full.
y'all doing?
Okay, so just to set the scene, Akka, he's leading the pack, right?
Mhm.
And he's leading towards the mine.
Yep.
I got my place. I'm letting the cub. I'm watching Jax like you wouldn't believe, and letting them lead ahead. The old guard takes the old guard spot at the back, and maybe Ash and I are bumping shoulders a little bit as we run.
I think
'Cause that's what we do.
I think Jax is pretty running pretty hot under the collar after all of the personal attacks. So I would kind of like to give into the wolf
Okay.
Copy.
Roll with Feral.
as I'm going on the hunt. I don't have Feral's the one thing I got none of, so this is gonna be fun.
Obviously, you still have the +1.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. So I got plus.
Just had to switch cameras, I guess.
There we go, Brandon.
That's a good thing. That's a 6 + 1. That's a 7.
All right.
That was almost really bad.
Okay. So you can choose one of these. You can shift around your hearts and guts going down and your teeth and feral going up. You can do additional damage with your bite and claws. You can gain some armor. You can add 2 to the pack pool, which is currently at 12. Or you can heal 1 additional harm whenever you return from wolf form. So if you take 4 harm, you can heal that all back whenever you shift back.
Can you use +1 to get more money in Clash of Clans?
Not as wolf.
Okay, just checking.
So I think because like Jax's thing here is kind of like he's trying to like basically just show Ford that he's a dumbass and that it's not black or white. So I think I'm going to use that to add 2 to the pack pool as Jax is like really like fully like in hunt mode, but in a way that supports like the whole group. Like just trying to like pathfind and like help everybody out.
Okay.
Maybe getting like a little too close to the leader, like doing a little like being a little too much in the lead sometimes, but like in a way that's helpful.
Okay. You all are trying to head for the southeast portion toward the mine. I'd really like someone to harness the wolf for this.
I will harness. Oh no, Cub! You go up, Cub.
Okay.
I give Cub a nudge in the buttocks with my nose and say, "Harness the wolf."
Not super inclined to to go with you, but all right. Been yelled at. Oh no. Let's harness. Oh, thank God it's hard. 8.
Eight. I think you picked 2. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, on an 8 you asked 1.
Okay. Probably where's my prey?
Where's your prey? Definitely. Your prey is definitely around the mine. You're picking up something else in the wind. the smell of leather, sweat, and metal, gunpowder.
No silver?
No silver. But you're getting that from upwind, and right now the wind is blowing down from like the eastern direction.
I can smell
So there might not only be one bit of prey here.
Oh Lord. Whoa, we lost Ethan.
It's back.
You good?
You good, bro?
What? So when you use a laptop on Wi-Fi, sometimes laptops just say no more Wi-Fi.
Are you playing Snood? Did your game take over the connection?
I think so. Okay. You love when you run the troubleshooter though, and it just says plug an Ethernet cable into this device. I'm like, that ain't it. You can do better than that. You can seriously do better than that, please.
All right. So your prey is there at the mines, but there might be other prey than what you were originally intending.
Mm.
Okay. Is there a way for me to communicate that?
You can complicate. Yeah, you can communicate less than complex thought. Like you can communicate simple ideas. Like, hey, there's danger around.
We have those like things that the special forces use. You just got to put your paw on it and go, oh, and it'll tell us.
I would probably let Akka know then.
And Akka just gives like a bit of affirmation there. Right. You make your way down to the mines. There is a definite scent of blood, and the blood, and again, just this like overwhelming like stink of anxiety and fear.
The kid's still alive.
And the scent of Riker.
Mm.
Can we find him?
I cut to the right to go to a flanking position.
You think that he is you think that this rogue is somewhere within these mines, within the caves. Do you go investigate? Is there anything else that you would like to do?
I think Jax
I'd like
wants to kind of push forward here because with the black fur being in like dark mines is kind of not his favorite terrain. That's a different game, but like where he's best suited because
it's
like
his element.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give Cub a push. I get behind Cub and give him a push to move forward.
I'm good with that. Let's let the pups go. Earn some stripes here.
I feel like I've got a gun to my back. I'm just getting led into the... just keeps pushing me in the back. All right. This doesn't feel threatening at all.
Do y'all take point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way in, and following this scent, not very deep into the mines, you find you see just around the corner, like there's a like panicked skid of claws on gravel, as the wolf appears to have caught your scent and is like trying to run away.
Oh, whoa.
Can't have that.
Hold on. Go back through that scene.
The two pups go in, or the two younger members of the pack go in. And not very deep into the mines. But the wolf seems to have caught their scent, and it's starting to run deeper.
A new wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably the wolf that we're
The wolf that you're
tracking,
hunting.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The one that smells like Riker.
Well, I don't want them to get away.
Okay, so you give chase.
Yes.
Are
I'm
you
waiting
acting
for
on
the.
Are you acting on
maybe-
instinct?
Yeah, I think so. I think that makes sense.
Roll with feral.
I got that. Do I still have my +1? It doesn't matter. I roll a 10.
You do it. Describe how you succeed, give it a little flourish, and then the pack pool is going up.
A little flourish. So we got that like over 12 points to just overwhelm our foe. I'm just waiting for the fun moment to do that. I'd love to overwhelm the foe, but not yet. I think Jax is already like kind of a leaner wolf in general, but I think Jax is like very like low to the ground and just moving like extremely quickly, like even like in rounding corners, like almost up on the wall of the cave, trying to just like bounce out. Like, you know how dogs and cats do when they're like full speed running and they just hit walls and just keep going.
Mhm.
Just a little wolf parkour as he just makes his way deeper into these mines and probably gains a little ground. If not, I don't know how far I can get with a 10+ on here, but wants to get as close to catching this wolf as possible.
So you catch him. Like,
Sick.
when with a 10+ on act on instinct, you catch them. So, I mean, do you detain that? Like,
I think
how does the
more to
situation
subdue.
resolve?
I think Jax wants to like subdue the wolf. So like jaws around neck, and then just do that thing where he like flips over him and like knocks him down on the ground. And
Mhm. Yeah. So you catch them. You make them tumble, and as you gain your ground, you get a better look at this wolf. They're covered in blood, and they look like their fur patterns, everything. They look exactly like Riker. Smaller, maybe around 160, 180 pounds.
Hey, Riker.
And they are terrified. Like, even before you were getting to them, like you could just smell the panic coming off of them. They're shaking, and they turn up and look at you, and there is a little bit of difference there. Like the eyes are just like a bit darker of a shade of amber than Riker's was. Do you wait for the rest of the pack, or?
yeah, I think. Well, can like I communicate with this wolf, or is it like an only pack communication kind of deal?
You can communicate simple thoughts.
It would just be like a Y, right? Is the main like intent getting through?
And there's just a like look in their eyes of this, like they do not understand what is going on.
Riker turned
Okay.
someone that didn't need to be turned.
I think like Jax would probably tighten his jaws a little bit, and then just the thought that comes through is like kids. Or like, you know, like where's the kid, and like you killed a kid kind of deal, and like that's the.
And there's just another like line of panic and not understanding what is going on. A moment or two later, Ryan's going to enter the scene.
Yeah, I think Ryan sees Jax like a lot less like composed than he probably normally is as a wolf, like in a lot more like bearing down on this other wolf, instead of where normally like it probably more than necessary to keep the wolf like in place.
Mm-hmm. How similar to, like, is it identical, or like it could be like a son or daughter?
You are the only person who wouldn't know, because Riker died right before you had your first change.
Damn it. Okay.
Well, we all know what the penalty is for what this wolf has done, but we need to know more than we know right now. So I'm really wanting to encourage Jack to be very careful with his bite. I don't want to see this wolf killed right now until we know more about what's going on.
Yeah, Jax is waiting for sure.
I'm going to give Jax and Ryan another beat before anybody else enters the scene.
Yeah,
because you know I'm coming in.
Mm-hmm. Right, but you'll still be behind Ryan.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jax
okay.
is kind of like waiting, and I think the only thing Ryan would see is maybe just like the smallest like little bit of blood kind of welling up around his teeth, but nothing. Ryan wouldn't assume that he's trying to kill this wolf. It's just like there's a lot of anger there. And I think that's all I want to do before everybody else shows up.
Ryan, you doing anything?
I don't think I would do anything if it didn't look like he was like actually attempting to hurt the wolf.
Okay, Ash, what did you want to do?
I wanted to make it clear to Jax that he's not to kill this wolf. That any penalty for killing a human will be exacted when we know more.
Are you trying to disobey the Alpha's orders?
Did the Alpha order us to kill this wolf?
Yes.
Sure did.
I did. I would probably didn't hear that part.
Roll it.
Yeah, I'm disobeying the Alpha's order because we need to know more here, and I think the Alpha's wrong.
Roll to disobey.
Disobey.
Roll it.
So I roll, and is there anything else? No, just roll. Okay. 11.
Oh, that's a good one.
I get to obey. Woohoo! Screw that Akka.
Take +1 forward. And I will say for this, you have everyone's ear. You are in control of the situation, but this is not a challenge. You are not taking control of the pack because I don't want anybody changing skins quite yet.
I didn't say I wanted control of the pack. I want control of this situation right now.
Right. Atka will remember this, but you have the floor. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Yeah, we need to know where this wolf comes from, what his origin is. So, I guess can we provoke a spill on this wolf?
I would say absolutely.
I have 0 heart, but let's see. Oh,
but you do have +1 from that. And Ford, did you want to give wise counsel?
I don't need it.
Okay.
You know, Ford walks in or gallops into this situation and notices along the wall there's many things scribed. Some of those are great donations from MM&M, David and Kelly, Ethan, Blink Dog, and Anonymous. Lots of great donations were marked up on the wall along the cavern. But after, Ford has notices these great donations, we should just hold this till Akka gets here.
Jack's right behind you.
Jax, keep your teeth on the neck, and let's see where this goes.
Okay. Your provoke spill. You rolled +10, so they have to take the spill move, right?
Yeah, I got a 9 + 1, so 10.
Okay. Yeah. What do you want to know?
Where do you come from? Simple as that. Where do you come from? Who are you?
Here.
I didn't hear.
Yeah. They respond as best as they could come up with. They say, "I'm from here,"
From this mine?
Town? What's going on?
So I get the sense that you've been turned and you have no idea where you come from or who you really are. So this is a pup who was turned by Riker, it feels like to me. But Riker's dead and hasn't been able to show him the way.
Well, Riker's dead. Riker has been dead for 7 months. And as far as you can tell, these are the telltale signs of this is this wolf's first time. As in, if he was bitten and turned, that would have been within the last month.
He's too old to have been born this way, so he had to have been turned. But if he was turned within the last month, he would have had to have been turned by...
There's no reason to assume that he is not born this way.
Oh, there's not.
No,
but
he's
just
young.
So he's reached an age in his human life where he's now mature enough to turn.
Yeah.
I ask if he's the true heir to the pack.
What?
Is he Riker's child?
Who's Riker?
Riker, who turned you? Who is your father?
I don't know.
You have to know who your father is.
I don't.
I think from Jax, everybody just hears, is anybody not fucking outside the pack? Like, just very plain, like...
If he is Riker's son, would that be a threat to Atka?
I was just wondering myself what Akka knows about this.
So, pack leader positions are not hereditary. At any point, anybody can challenge the pack leader and take control of the pack.
Cub! Cub! Do it! Do it, Cub!
I was being yelled at minutes ago.
Make this a great night.
I think Jax will look to Atka at this point.
Yeah, Aka's starting to come in. There are a few wolves behind him that seem like they are ready to kill. There are the 4 of you who seem like you do not want to do this.
Yeah, I think Jax would just be like Riker's kid.
It would seem so.
There's a deep breath from Riker because you can, from the chemicals that he's given
off. A deep breath from who? A deep breath from Riker? What?
From Atka.
Okay.
Look, there are many names.
In the grave, the dead man breathes.
Atka gives a deep breath. A wolf that kills humans openly is a danger to us. They clearly don't have control of this.
So is a wolf that kills other wolves in the pack. I'd like to know what Akka knows about all of this. Because
are you going to try to provoke a spill?
I feel like we should provoke a spill here on you, Akka.
Spill the tea.
Is there like...
That you're not...
Because I feel like we're all ready to gang up here. Is there a way we can just gang up and like... I don't know, I want to use some of this pack pool to get some dirt.
Can we use pack pool against the pack?
Hell yeah. Let's look at pack pool.
No, you can't.
No.
Pack pool has to be used in accordance with the whole pack.
That's what I wondered.
Specifically, it says that means at least 2 pack mates standing together and acting on the order of the alpha and in accordance with the traditions. Specifically, y'all are trying to break a tradition here.
I would like to know if this has something to do with how Akka became the pack leader. Was Riker's death? Riker had to die for someone to ascend into his position or be defeated. You have had the most to benefit out of Riker's death. So I'd like to know what specifically you know about this wolf.
Roll.
9.
9.
Do you still have the +1 forward?
You do.
I do have the plus. No, I used the +1 forward on my
No,
last.
+1 forward you keep.
Oh, I keep. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got a +1 forward. Then it's a 10.
Yeah, I don't know when those are supposed to fade away. So for the sake of this, you're going to keep it for the rest of the. You're going to keep it for the rest of the one shot.
Awesome.
So they have to spill.
Mm-hmm.
What are they? What? Their desire for a pack mate. Why are they hurting? What they are angry about, and what are they afraid of? What they're afraid of sort of makes sense here. You're specifically trying to dig into: is this a setup? Did they make a?
What are you afraid of? That's the question. What are you afraid of?
Atka is legitimately afraid of having the pack be exposed because of
this is crazy upside down world is all I can say. What is going on?
What's going to expose the pack?
There's a body. People are asking questions. And now we have a missing kid.
We have a missing kid because here's a wolf that's turned for the first time. They've changed for the first time in their whole life, completely unaided by any other wolf because this wolf's father is gone. This wolf's father was killed by somebody. And this wolf was left to his own devices. So our tradition is that he has to be killed, even though he's not in this position through any fault of his own. And rightfully, he should be part of our pack if he's the child of Riker.
So you just made a roll with heart. So I'm going to say, if you were trying to convince him, you have succeeded.
Ooh.
You're right. This has never happened before. But you're right. He's one of ours. It's time for a new tradition.
A new tradition should be we welcome a new wolf into the pack.
Yeah. Any wolves that are born here. Any wolves that are born here with nobody to guide them through this, we have to help. That's what we need to be here for. Especially here. Now. Around the cold moon.
Jax will let go.
What's your name? TJ? Hey, TJ. Come with us. We'll walk you through this. We'll help you get through this.
TJ's a new wolf?
Yeah.
I give TJ a rump bump as I walk beside him.
Right. And as you all head back toward your home. That seems like a pretty good place to stop.
We go back for mac and cheese, and
Sure.
we enjoy a great evening together with the new wolf in our pack.
Yeah, so I think we've got one more giveaway, right?
Oh yes.
Start another giveaway as we start to do our outros. Shield for sponsors. Thank you so much to Modifius for all the Vampire the Masquerade vouchers that you can win right now by typing 12 days in chat as we get another giveaway spun up.
I'm entering this time because by God, I mean you won last time. I mean there's a chance. I've been entering all the time. I haven't won stuff. I haven't won anything.
And to the Onyx Path Publishing for the Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th anniversary stuff.
Onyx who? Org? Are you sure it's not Org something?
I'm pretty sure that's not even a real thing.
I messed that all up earlier. I know.
And for Supergiant Games for the Hades poster and the CD.
Oh.
But I mean, if you got questions about Hades, one of our good friends in chat, Tom Henderson's got like 400 hours in the game, so he can probably answer your question.
And when he plays, it is phenomenal.
Oh yeah, tears it up. How many heats?
Also,
500.
I mean, they're not a sponsor, but you know, Becky Anderson, I think he made a pretty dang good game. Bite marks. It's good.
Yeah, that was good. I think
they're not a sponsor either, but I really enjoy Jameson, so I'm just going to throw it out there.
Hell yeah.
I will say, like, I think the mechanics very well reflect like the story the game wants to tell. I will say that which is really cool.
Yeah. No, that also Trevor Project. Show for Trevor Project.
Oh my gosh. If you haven't donated yet, go jump. Heather, can you drop the donate in there? I don't know how to do it. Maybe it's I go pound donate. Does that work?
Yes.
Oh my God, it worked. Yes. And we've had some great donations tonight. David and Kelly. And then we've had a couple anonymouses and a couple people in this stream right now have donated. So phenomenal stuff. Again, what a great group, what a great opportunity. You know, I talked about how things have really changed since in the 1980s when I was a child. But still, that doesn't really remove the impact of how that feels and how life is. And, you know, it's a safe line for someone to call. It is truly something we need to keep alive and something we need to make sure is an available resource for everyone. I don't know. I hate to get so deep. I apologize. Back to you.
No, there are still people that turn their own family members away when they find out that they're LGBTQ plus A, Y, what you know, all the letters. But you know what I mean.
I do.
I have a family that is full of queer people. I'm a queer people. My partner's a queer people. My kids are queer people. And they don't, all queer kids don't have a family that recognizes their worth and dignity. And the Trevor Project truly does save lives. So if you haven't donated, please do it.
Beautiful.
And yeah, keep donating, keep supporting, because every time you do, you get entered to win our big prizes of the night. Speaking of our big prize for the night, the World of Darkness bundle for Werewolf the Apocalypse and the Hades stuff has been chosen. Valency Graphics, I'm sure one of us is going to get in contact with you so that you can get your stuff.
Congrats.
Yay.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Excellent. And remember, if you donate $10, you get a Beta Key Legend Keeper, which is a pretty sick little world building campaign management tool.
You know,
right,
you know, Patrick, a friend of the stream, definitely uses that for all their world building for their books. I mean,
yeah,
you
for
know,
like
not
novels.
only, yeah, for novels. I mean, not only is it a world building for your RPG, It's a world building for your own novels.
Yeah, because I mean, so like when you're writing a novel, you want that. You want to, especially if you're set in a city, because I think Patrick sets his in like Miami, maybe, or like a real world city. So you want to be able to say that like your character lives on this street or this street, and then you want to know what's around them. So in Legend Keeper, you just pop that Google map still in there, and then you can just put all your pins for all your characters do stuff, and then you've got real world stuff right next to it. And then you got a wiki that links it all together. Like, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. It's good.
All right, so I think we're gonna pull a winner pretty soon as we start to shill ourselves. So, Rich, yeah, go ahead. Who are you?
What were you going to say?
Who are you? What do you do?
As in real life?
Yeah,
As in real life.
Show yourself.
What do you want people to know about you? What do you want people on the internet to know about you and what you do?
Oh my gosh, Connor, why do you gotta roll the dice? You want me to spill the tea? You need to roll the dice, bro.
I don't roll dice from this game.
Roll
Only the
some
players
dice.
do.
Let's see what we drop. I would tell you. Oh,
do you
he's looking for
stream,
some
Rich?
dice. He has 2 6s. He has 2 D6 there. Let's see what number he comes up with.
I have a standing desk, so I can actually.
Let's
roll
see
some dice.
how deep the tea goes.
11.
Oh snap!
No modifiers.
You know,
just 11.
No
in
heart.
the real world, I have to say, we've been talking a lot about the Trevor Project, and I'm a boomer, and I'm in a different world as everybody else here, or a lot of the people here. Even though Brandon, you got a fuck off great beard. So when I look at life, I really do have to thank for the parents I have, because back in those 70s and back in those 80s, as I talked about how life was so different, my parents taught me to judge people. Nothing about race, nothing about who they were with, or nothing about what they did. They were the different in life, that they raised me differently. It's an honor to have them as my parents, because they've helped me have eyes that are different than a lot of people that are in my age range. And that helped me raise children that were great too. So as I talk about life, and I talk about what I want people to know, it is just how great life is and how great everyone is. And we really have to appreciate who we are around for how they love us and how we love them. So got a little crazy there on that. But, I think it's a great message, and I love my folks. I know my mom was women's lib back way in the day, and I got to give her credit and tell her how much I love her. None of my family watches the stream, so I say these things on my podcast and everything. I say these things. No one hears them, but you guys hear them, and you know the kind of family I was raised in. So
You got your 11's worth out of that, Connor.
yeah,
I did.
Let's peppered in there is the fact that Rich is part of the High Shelf Gaming podcast,
yes.
Exactly.
and also sometimes streams here on Twitch. Just just built a dungeon.
I
went to Big Sur, and Big Sur has effed up my streaming. So I've got to get that worked out. It's stopping me from streaming to the Twitch point. I don't know what the problem is. I emailed them. They gave me some things to try. They didn't work. I'm trying to work it out.
So this
That
is
Big Sur update.
This is voiceover Katrina here. Hopefully people in the stream can hear me if I can get an affirmative.
Hello, Heather.
Well, hello.
Can everybody hear Heather?
Yeah, can I get an affirmative that I can be heard?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
We can
Okay.
hear you.
Thank you. Okay. So thank you everyone for being here. Connor, Brandon, Matt, Ethan, Rich. Thank you guys so much for coming out and playing this game with us. Connor, thank you so much for running it. Where can we find more of what you're doing on the internet, Connor?
So, I'm Cyber. I use he, him pronouns. Most of my stuff you can find linked at Cybrwulf1201.live. It's got links to my Twitter, where I mostly shitpost. It's got links to my Twitch, where I play video games real badly and talk about the lore. Yeah.
No, you play great.
People don't come for the gameplay. they come for the lore, because I spend a lot of time talking about like world building and vague history and random secrets that are in some.
Can we get a shot of Lady?
Let me
Lady,
see.
lady
I mean,
being
we are
honors
totally
puppy.
just having fun online right now. Let's just get Lady in the stream. Come on.
While we do that, Brandon, is there anything?
Oh,
that
no.
you'd- Oh, there's Lady.
Oh, there's.
She just left. My dog's there too.
Sorry.
Brandon,
I
you
have
can get the
no
shout
web
out?
presence of any kind. I would like to send a shout out to Psy because they're wonderful.
They
Brandon,
are.
how many RPGs have you played before?
This was my very first RPG play ever. In this
He nailed it.
Let's
Didn't
get a round of digital applause and some real applause though, because that was
F's in
awesome.
the chat. F's in the
Yeah.
chat.
Great job, Brandon.
No, clap in the chat.
Claps. F's are bad, but yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
F
great.
for sad.
Thank you so much for being here, Brandon. And it's your first RPG. We're so so happy that you were here with us.
Go
Matt,
to Cub.
can I
Go to
get
Cub.
Matt? What would you like to tell us about where
Go
we
to
can
Cub.
find you?
Come on, Cub. Mute. You gotta unmute, bro. Gotta unmute,
You're
bro.
muted.
Gotta unmute, bro.
It's honestly just my brand at this point not to unmute.
You have a
all
whole
of my show.
command set up for it in your Twitch.
Yeah, it's fine. It's my brand now. Yeah, I'm Matt, BlankDog182 on Twitter and Twitch. I'm currently streaming Assassin's Creed Odyssey on Fridays. And then I'm also part of Jabroni TV, so you can find our website at jabroni.tv, and then our YouTube content at Jabroni TV, or on our YouTube channel, there's a link to on our website.
Thank you, Ethan. Tell me all the things, Ethan.
Oh man, I feel like I just say this stuff, so I'm here all the time. So if you're looking for me, I might be here. If I'm not here, I'm probably on Indoor Adventures. Well, at least on Thursdays, that's where I'm at. Doing a little Ack Inc. inspired Tyrant security stuff. Pretty sweet.
I love
Okay, hold on.
Connor's also there for that.
Brandon has like a really awesome dog in the video. Come on. What is this dog, Brandon?
This is Maggie the Wonder Dog.
Aww.
I say Wonder Dog not because they have any abilities whatsoever. She has no abilities. But she is adorbs, as you can see.
Hello.
And, so.
And I also would like to point out, Ethan had a void walk through the screen, and is still in the screen. Look at this void. This is the darkest cat in the world.
That's Vax the cat. You probably heard him a couple times tonight because he's loud, but he's here with me. You won't leave him alone. But if I'm not on Indoor Adventures and I'm not here, I mean, I'm probably on my own Twitch channel when you least expect it at twitch.tv/EJTheGray. You do that on Twitter too, but I don't really tweet a whole lot. It's really appropriate I ran the Bigfoot Stole My Car game because I'm also like a cryptid in that, as far as my online presence, it's spotty at best, and maybe I was never even there. But other than that, I'm also a part of Jabroni TV, so if you see any of that stuff, I might be in it.
Ethan, is Mothman confirm or deny?
I mean, that would sure make Kylan happy.
What did it though?
Ethan,
I'm gonna stop the giveaway.
Okay. And Ethan, next year I'm running a D&D adventure. Are you going to jump in?
I might.
Tank one.
Tank.
Congrats.
I know
Tank.
Heather's going to jump in. Heather, are you jumping in?
I think we're letting the jabronis jump in there first. So that's a conversation that's happening.
Okay,
I was just saying that if I need to, I'll jump in with my character from the last time you ran D&D and give you another shot at.
New character, bro.
I just want to give you another shot at killing him because you didn't manage it.
I will kill you all this next time.
Okay.
So next January, hopefully, Rich is going to be running his OD&D campaign for some HSG folks, some Jabroni folks. So stay tuned for that. It's coming up. Other things to talk about. We are doing this for 12 whole days. So tomorrow we are playing Trophy Dark. Ethan and myself will be back for that game along with David and Mike, who will be running it. And then we are taking Christmas Eve and Christmas off, and we will return on the 26th with Wandering DM running Castle Falkenstein. And then
I'll be back to talk major shit in the chat.
As we expect you to. Thank you. And then we are running through all of next week until the holiday, and we're ending on January 2nd. This is one big charity event to support the Trevor Project, which, as you heard, is near and dear to all of our hearts. So thank you very much for donating. We do have great giveaways all this week and next week. So keep coming back to find out what we're giving on the next day. And if you support the Trevor Project through our Tiltify link by donating $20, you'll be entered into our end of night giveaways for the rest of the run. Other than that, High Shelf Gaming is a podcast, a YouTube channel, and a community. Feel free to come by our Discord and just come chat games with us. We like talking about games with everybody. And that is it. So thank you so much, guys, for being here. Connor, thank you so much for volunteering to run.
Thanks for having me, and thanks everybody for playing with me.
Yeah.
What a great game, Connor. Holy smokes.
So the last thing we're going to do, we want to spread the love of gaming to everyone that we can. We're going to raid a friend of ours, So Fresh Sales, a very close dear friend of mine. And yeah, they're like playing Stardew Valley right now. And
Stardew.
I know that they love the Trevor Project too. So go in there, drop some Dave Dabs in the chat, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Good night.
Bye.